What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade #1, and I just wanted to make a quick video about accepting rejection. Now, a lot of us, who are still in the development of becoming a red pill man, lots of times we struggle with rejection from society, rejection from women, and just the mainstream and the normalized thinking. We reject that, so therefore they will reject us too. And me personally, we can all relate to this as brothers, as men. We can all relate that we all have a hard time. Some of the rejection that we experience, it sinks through sometimes. And for myself, brother, it hurts to be rejected sometimes. But the reality of it is, we have to understand, and I have to understand, that rejection is inevitable. You have to accept it. You truly have to invest in being disappointed. You have to have the mentality of being nonchalant, or simply just not giving a damn about what people say anymore. The only person you should really care about is yourself. The only person your worst critic should be you. You have to be honest with yourself. Don't be too prideful. And I've said this before. Don't be too prideful to where you look dumb. Because sometimes pride can make an ass out of you. So don't reject criticism entirely, because some of it is actually merited criticism. And man, when it comes to dealing with just people will reject you because you're not like them. People will reject you because they are intimidated. People will reject you for the simple fact that they don't even like you. They have preconceived notions of you. And usually, we typically stigmatize or, try to classify someone as this or that right before we meet them. Based off what we experienced in our lives. But when it comes down to it, rejection amongst women and amongst just people in general, it can just come out of nowhere, man. You'll wonder why people don't like you. It's because usually they want to find where they can relate to you. If they can't relate, that's where the line is drawn. Whether a person's simplistic or open-minded or narrow-minded or just, conservative-minded, whatever the case may be, whatever word you want to use. Because if you are, open to expanding yourself, you don't always need a relationship that you don't always need to seek out a connection that you can't relate to. Some things I don't relate to, I still go try them. Some people that I really don't even relate to like that, or necessarily have anything in common with, I would love to interact with them just to see what type of mindset they have. And you just never know how people may view the world. So it's very important to keep that in mind. There's no point in always going for someone with your mindset, because how are you going to expand? So that's pretty much the focus right there. Again, another thing with rejection, you will feel. I felt depressed being rejected. I felt depressed when people were looking at me as this repulsive individual because of the things that I say. I come off as a very imbecilic person, I would say. I come off as a person who's very rude, very insolent is the word. And people automatically immediately they display that resentment for me. And once a person immediately displays resentment, there's nothing I can do about it. That's how they see me. That's how they will always see me. And that's just, that's something that's been bothering me though. Just being rejected, being misunderstood, the misconceptions of the ideology that I have. And there are some things, that we as men have to do to expand ourselves, to better ourselves, man. So, some people will shame you and say you're a bad person, but you're not. You're just different. And sometimes being different, you experience rejection. Sometimes being unique, you experience rejection. Don't follow the crowd. You don't have to. Just be rejected. The greatness behind rejection is that you can see yourself more. You can see how unique you are. You can see the talent that you have. And that's the main focus, man. I'm out here enjoying myself, sitting here. It's a beautiful day out. But I just wanted to remind you guys, man, rejection can hurt, or rejection can make you stronger, and you gotta choose which one you want to occur. Do you want to be strong after the rejection, or do you want to be weakened, and do you want to shrivel up into depression mode? And for me, I've been in both states, where I've benefited and where I haven't benefited from not depression, but rejection. I've been rejected recently. It hurt. I shriveled up. I have a tendency of dwelling on things and trying to dissect everything through. Sometimes I gotta look at myself. And, that's all it is, man. I see things. And that's all it is. So I use my rejection as growth. I gotta use it as growth. And so do you guys. You guys are probably experiencing some heartache with not having friends, not having a girl. You probably tried to talk to a girl this week and you got rejected. She won't tell you why she don't like you. She just doesn't like you. She just doesn't want to converse with you. Those are things I was told myself. And it's all because, again, if you start off initially being blunt, it usually ends that way. A lot of women don't like that. I'm a blunt guy, and I'm very I have a lot of authenticity, and for me, I can see how it comes off as rude. For the normal person who's accustomed to being nice upon first meeting, I'm not necessarily. I remove myself from that. I used to do that, but I remove myself from that, and I just jump into the thick of it. I'm just myself, man. Like how I'm talking to you guys, I would talk to anybody else. Some people don't like that. Most people don't like it. And as a result, I'm rejected. And you just got to use it to better yourself. Use it as a positive side. Use it as a positive sign. That most people think the same and you don't. It's okay going your own way. Going your own way with women or going your own way with life. MGTOW will teach you how to deal with rejection. So that's something I wanted to share with you guys. You guys be strong. Don't conform. Don't feel like you need to be in a relationship. Don't force yourself to do that. You have to be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And take action. Implement. That's the thing. You can make plans. You can talk about what you're going to do. But it's all about implementing what you plan to do. This is Renegade #1, and I'm out. Thank you.